Hi, and welcome to the Business of Being a Virtual Assistant. I'm your host, Tiffany Parson, and you're watching and listening to episode number 275. I literally just put it in my phone and forgot it that quick. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you if this is your very first time listening to the podcast. This is where we talk about the real side of having a virtual assistant business. Today this is the 6th month. We're at the halfway point of the year, and I thought it would be a great time to give you a boost, a pep talk, to encourage you to focus on what you need to do for your business, which is really every episode, but specifically in regards to how we sacrifice ourselves for other people. 9 times out of 10, you watching this are a helper. You like to help people. You got into this type of business because you wanted to help people. Maybe you like being in the background. So you kind of like being the invisible, hence the virtual helper, if you will. The thing that we tend to do, being the helper and wanting to be in the background and wanting to, just push our clients to the forefront and we be in the background, is that when it comes to our turn to be pushed forward, there's nobody there to push us because we've been such a help pushing everyone else. I'm coming to you to push you forward and to be your virtual helper, so to speak, and encourage you to take care of yourself. Take care of your business. Take care of your business in such a way that you truly see your business as a client. Not too long ago, my team and I were putting in a lot of work, many hours into working with one of our larger clients. And once that project ended, I realized how much effort, work, woman power, team effort, thoughts, everything went into this one client project. And when it was done, it was like being really high and then being dropped off. So a visual. I have a pen holding up in the air, just going to drop it, let it go. Just whoo. Because the momentum was high. The effort, the work, everything we put into it was high. We're go. And then all of a sudden, back down. It made me realize how much we put into it and how little me as an owner was putting into my number one client. And my number one client, we have this thing where we go up and down. We ride high, we ride low, we ride high, we ride low. And it's hard to keep a balance when you're putting all this effort, all this thought, everything way up high, pushing clients forward, helping them. That's the way up high. It can be difficult to balance that when you know you need to be pushing your business as well. How do you keep it balanced? There is no balance in that. There's harmony. And that's what I've come to accept. There's harmony, which is why we go high, we go low, we go high, we go low, boop, 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 boop. And it's okay. The highs, ideally, should help with the lows. Ideally, we should be creating a system so that when we're low, we're not so low. For example, I had blocked off my calendar almost every morning at 10:30, devoted to client work. Either it was client work or client meeting, 10:30. Now, I looked at that time slot and I'm like, what needs to fill into that slot that I need to do for my number one client? And one of the things was this podcast and having a regular set appointment instead of trying to fill it in when it feels right. So now I have a set appointment in my phone, just like I did for client projects, client meetings. So there's a set appointment. Think about your client load and where you may now have holes because a project is over or project ended, whatever the case may be, where you now have holes. Instead of relaxing during that time, having fun during that time, since that hole was already reserved for work, keep it work. What can go in there? What needs to fit in there that you need to do for your number one client? If you're following me on social media, then you see me posting more regularly because now I'm filling in holes. It's also because I recognize that I can't be in the background and attract. It's hard to attract when you're in the background. And I don't mean that your face has to be shown. I don't mean in that way. I mean showing up. I've gotten tired of having these wonderful, valuable conversations with friends that will never do anything with the information when I could really be sharing it outwardly and having fun with it. I actually enjoy recording, and I'll probably even be getting into some skits because I like acting. And I like learning new software. So there's a combination of things that I have in the works related to attracting new clients. In addition to traditional methods that we know about, getting out into the community, actually smiling and speaking to people, which can be difficult depending on what day it is, because I'll tell you, I feel like I am talking and interacting with people. And it's going to sound crazy if you're the opposite and you love getting out there and interacting with people. But I feel like I'm doing it every day. And on the one day that I don't have to, like, I don't want to talk. And it's not good because I'm married and I need to talk. And I do. It's just that I'm tired. I hate saying that out loud. And I'll tell my husband, like, I need a nap. I need to rest. He's like, why don't you do that? Because I'm feeling guilty. Like I've got a million things I need to do. I don't have time to sleep. But you got to sleep so that you can be refreshed and do all the things you need to do for your number one client. But I want to push you out there. See where there are holes in your business. Well, you've been invested in your projects and now maybe that's gone and you've got to fill in those holes. Fill that in, making sure that you take care of your number one client. It's amazing how we can help other people, but we hesitate when it's time to help ourselves. And you all know the analogy I'm about to use. If you're on a plane, they tell you to put your mask on first. And if you're with a child, you put your mask on first and then their mask. As a helper, we're quick to want to help somebody else put on the mask. Meanwhile, pass out because we didn't put our mask on first. So that's all I have. This is your push. I hope you have a wonderful and fantastic day.